What is up, Dolph fans? Week 3 did not quite go as planned up in Seattle, but we are on to the next as Miami gets ready for a Monday night rematch with the Tennessee Titans. We'll talk about Zach Sieler, who has been a hit with the Dolphins since his 2019 debut with the team, and those hits just keep on coming. I'll break down what makes him a game changer with his effort, his multiplicity, and pure grown man strength. Plus, he was on the hot mic in the Pacific Northwest. We'll hear from him there. We're also heading back inside the Dolphins locker room to bring you some never-before-seen content from your favorite players. Dolphins HQ from the Baptist Health Studios starts now.
He's got Hill. That's a touchdown. And they sack him again. This time it's Sieler.
That's how you win in this league.
The beautiful thing about football and the NFL, and really all professional sports leagues for that matter, is these seasons are long. There is plenty of time to right the ship after some adversity, kicking in earlier than we've grown accustomed to over the last couple of years down here. And you guys know the old adage, right? Something about death and taxes. And while I think there are several certainties in the game of football, one of those certainties is that you will absolutely face adversity at any given point during a season. For instance, last year, the Chiefs, they lost to a sub-500 team in December. Their Super Bowl opponent, the team they beat, the 49ers, they endured a 3-game losing streak last year en route to the big game. Every team deals with it. The best ones are those that respond to it. Now, the Dolphins have a double-decker here, if you will. Maybe a chicken bake double chocolate chunk cookie combo if you're looking for more contemporary comparisons. I think we are. But they have two opportunities to erase that collective bitter taste that we have all accumulated the last couple of weeks and last year. One, getting back into the win column after a challenging 2-week period would be the quickest way to cleanse that sour taste, but also avenging the loss last year to that same Titans team in that same building and also once more on Monday Night Football. Finding a way back into the win column under the primetime lights would be a great first step towards turning the slow start around for the Miami Dolphins in 2024. Okay, I want to go ahead and take a quick look at two difference-making elements of this matchup and start with the Miami offense. We have 3 games of tape at our disposal so far, and each time I fire it up, I'm watching these canyon-sized running lanes open up for a stable of very talented Miami backs. In Seattle, Miami had a run game success rate of 69%. Travis, what does that mean, you might ask? Success rate measures each play on a win-loss basis for both the offense and the defense, and it's tethered to yards gained based upon down and distance. So on first down, if you can gain 40% of the needed yards, that's a win for the offense. First and 10, gain 4 yards, offensive win. Gain 3 yards, defensive win. That tracks, right? On second down, it's half the yards to the marker. So second and 10, you get 5 yards. That is a win for the offense. And then on third and fourth down, success rate is determined by whether or not you convert the first down. Get it? It's a success. Don't get it? It's a failure. All caught up? Cool. For comparison, no team has a season-long success rate over 60% right now. Typically, you're happy to be on the plus side of 50%. So those lanes for the Dolphins are there, and the backs have found them. Aaron Brewer has been a big part at the forefront of this Dolphins offense. Not only does he feature rare quickness and athletic ability for the position, but he's also done a great job this year of sealing off much bigger nose tackles and dropping his anchor to keep those big bodies off of our running backs. And Liam Eichenberg at right guard has helped in that regard too. His angles of attack in the running game jump off the tape through the first 3 weeks. And if you want to talk about tape that pops, my man Austin Jackson is a one-man wrecking crew. His ability to wash down the edge on Miami's outside runs off of his side, that type of tape is how I love to start the day with a cup of coffee and Austin Jackson tape. Devon Achane has shown his mettle as an inside runner, and we'll see about Raheem Mostert's availability for this game as we get closer to it. But we've also seen Jeff Wilson Jr. show some punch, and rookie Jalen Wright with the occasional burst through the first 3 games. Now, this Titans front, it's tough. It's big, it's physical, but in what figures to be a bit of a grinded-out game, the Dolphins' ability to win in this area, I think, bodes well. Conversely, the Dolphins' defense has put its best foot forward for most of the season, especially in second halves of football games. Buffalo got that long James Cook touchdown run. Seattle had the long score to DK Metcalf. But as they sort their way through some of the early growing pains of implementing a new system, you can see the direction and what makes this scheme so intriguing, the ability to adjust on the fly and make those corrections in game. We also saw the Dolphins sprinkle in the takeaway in week number 3. With one coming into the game, Miami tripled their total by securing 2 interceptions off quarterback Geno Smith. No player in the NFL has more turnovers committed than the 8 by Tennessee quarterback Will Levis. Last year in this game, Levis was picked off by Zach Sieler, who just notched his second career pick in the Seahawks game. Miami secured both of those INTs with batted balls at the line of scrimmage, not too far off from Sieler's screen pass pick in last year's Monday night game against the Titans. The reason this is all relevant, the Dolphins' defensive front played, I thought, its best game of the season, and Monday they'll face a Titans offensive line that has yielded 15 sacks and 46 quarterback pressures. Both of those are second most in the NFL. If the Dolphins can make Levis uncomfortable, create negative plays, and take the football away, and marry that with a strong ground game, they could even their record at 2-2 on Monday Night Football. Back here in the Baptist Health Studios for another breakdown for you guys, or as I call it, the film room. One of my favorite parts about this game, even when the result isn't what you're looking for, you can always find positives to get excited about, and few things excite me more than watching Zach Sieler do what Zach Sieler does, and that is the following. First, be a pro. Pure effort at all times. He's also completely in tune with his strengths as a player and knows how to best put himself in position to utilize those strengths every single snap. And his biggest strength? Well, it's his strength. What else would you expect from a man that spent the entire first year of his NFL career living in an RV with a penchant for the outdoors? The way Zach throws 300-pound men around a football field is comical at times. Even when he's giving weight, you'd be hard-pressed to find a matchup where someone has Zach in the strength department. Let's go ahead and take a look at 3 plays that indicate all of these traits here back in the game against the Seahawks. And I also want to focus on his multiplicity. This is a snap here, backed up against the Seahawks' own end zone. Zach right here is a 3 technique in this play. You're going to see him rush off the right guard, get home for a pressure on Geno Smith. The ball gets tipped, deflected, and picked off by Kader Kohu. Let's go ahead and show you the tight copy here to show you how Zach made this play happen. So you're going to see him line up in 3 different positions in 3 plays. This is a 3 technique right here. What's a 3 technique? That just means we're on the outside shoulder of the guard. So you're going to have Calais Campbell's a 3 technique, and you've got these wide rushers and Phillips and Ogba off here. And what they're going to do for the Dolphins defense on this play is they're going to run games. They're going to loop these rushers inside and try to get pressure on this pocket that opens up. As you can see that Connor Williams, the Seahawks center, goes and helps off his right side, the Dolphins' left side of the formation, and that's going to create this opportunity for Ogba and Sieler. So Sieler wants to split this gap here between the left tackle and the left guard of the Seahawks, and he does it with a move that we're going to come back and talk about much more later on, a little push-pull concept. Push him out of the way, pull him back against the momentum, and split that gap. And what that does is, on this stunt the Dolphins run, is not only does it create this huge lane for the loopers to run into, look at the action of this guard. He is completely pinned inside and can't open the hips back up for Ogba, and in doing so, he has walled off the left tackle, who cannot get depth around the backside to prevent either of these guys from getting after the quarterback. And then you get Zach finishing down below the feet of the QB, and Ogba wrapping up Geno Smith right here. It forces a panic throw. You don't want, that's not mechanically right how you're supposed to do it. The throw goes high off the running back's hands, and it becomes a pick because of this pressure from the Dolphins front, started by Zach Sieler, collapsing that B gap and forcing that left tackle, left guard combination into a total bust in protection. He dominated this game right away from the jump, and he continued to throughout the game here on the 2nd and 20 play. I'm going to go ahead and run it from this angle real quick. Once again, you'll see Zach here in a 3 tech position. He is going to slide inside, though, real quick to a 1 technique when they bump that defensive line with the running back coming back in motion to the backfield. And this is going to be pure effort. So you'll see him chase the play down, make the tackle outside the numbers. That is an impressive feat for any defensive tackle, especially one with as much strength and power that Zach plays with. So you'll watch him here kick inside to that 1 technique position with that motion, go ahead and bump inside. And he's going to understand that he has a double team right here. So we're not going to try to do anything special. We're just going to try to hold the point right there, read this thing out, key it out. There's no run game. The running back has already vacated the backfield. So now we have eyes on the pass. You have eyes on the quarterback. What's he going to do? He gets the feel for this little dump off, and immediately, once that guard leaves him, he knows this right arm being free means that he can detach and go chase this play down. Now, this is Zach Charbonnet. He's not the fastest running back in the league, but he is a 4.5 guy. Zach's not a 4.5 guy, even though he's one of the faster defensive tackles in the league, but he has lots of ground to make up here. And he gets out there with pure effort, just runs this thing down and makes a tackle outside the numbers on a play where he starts off in the logo right in the middle of the field. Watch this effort. Read it, react it, get out wide, pursue it, wrap up, big tackle in space there to help your defense get off the field on that 2nd and 20. They would get off the field on the next play. The final play here, we're going to play yet another new position. This is the 5 technique. And Zach, he's great. He can do whatever you ask him to do. But this is not a spot that he typically plays, the 5 technique. He's usually in here for the 3 technique, or sometimes off the center for a 1 technique spot. But 5 technique against one of the game's best left tackles in Charles Cross right there for the Seahawks. And this push-pull pass rush move is what makes Zach so dangerous at any position. And you're going to watch Calais Campbell a number of times this year run this move as well. Essentially, you want to engage the offensive line right there. You see the punch goes in first from Zach. Engage the shoulder pads, and once these feet stop moving, that is when you pull back and you use the lineman's momentum against him to slingshot yourself, Ricky Bobby style, into the backfield for a shake and bake sack on Geno Smith. It's very in concert, very in unison. Push, feet go dead, pull, swing him around. I mean, that is not where you want to be if you are pass protecting one-on-one in the National Football League. Go finish on the quarterback and get him to the ground. This is a great player with tremendous effort who can play multiple spots, who has incredible length and strength and speed and closing ability. Everything you want about Zach Sieler is just special, special football. When Captain Zach Sieler back to doing what he does best, kicking butt on a football field. That wraps up this breakdown from the Baptist Health Studios. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey. Tiffy.
Oh, you top?
Yeah. I'm wired. Hey, come on now. Look it. Let's go have a day. Let's have a blast. Do your technique. Hey, D-line on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Come on. Hey, kill them all.
Let's do it.
Yeah! Woo! Let's have a day, brother. Talk to me. What you like? Let me know. Set the tone right now. Hey, pleasure. Pleasure. Love you, brother, man. Hey. Whoa. Hey, love King. Love King. Love King. Don't tell Jalen. He'll say something crazy.
Hello, world.
Hello. Hello, Miss Lady.
Hello, Stetson.
I wish. He's back home. He didn't make the
You
trip.
know what I'm saying? He's back home, so he's
Yeah,
back.
you're right.
Hannah and Stetson. Zach's about to ball
Hopefully
out.
he's not going crazy too. He knows football.
Game day, bro.
He knows ball. I'm trying to get at his first word is ball.
Ball.
Ball. Ah! Who doesn't love a good flyover, right? Come on. Make me look short. Defense starting out. Yes, sir.
Great job.
Hey, we set the tone right now. Set the tone right now. Oh! $10. Everyone tells me who sings this. Yes! Oh! Come on! Yeah, D-hand. We good?
Where's Benito?
He's right there. Anything else I can do? Are we fine?
No, you're doing
You
good.
see anything? Okay.
Keep your pads down, keep grinding. I think you're playing great.
Pass. Pass. No, this is a pass. No, it's not. I lied.
They got him and he throws it away. It's picked off on the ricochet. Kohu's got it.
Come on! Come on! Let's go! Let's go!
I had him. He was going down then last minute.
You got faith.
I had the
I thought he
feet.
was just going to go down.
I had the feet. Come on! Let's go!
They come by with Sieler and he got him. Another big play.
That's how you edge.
It's a great shed and a great sack, man.
Thank you.
Good work.
I appreciate it. I was waiting for something.
no,
I thought you were going to say
no,
something.
no.
Thank you. You got snot in your right nose. Hey, you got snot in your right nose. Hey, did you see my clinic on how to rush him? That's what you should do on them. I'll help you out, bro. I'm showing you what to do.
It was a short ass.
I'll show you what to do, bro. I'll show you what to do. Whoa! Whoa! Good job, bro. Hey, wait, class. Hey, brother, your helmet is broke. Bro, what? Your face mask is halfway through. Look at this man's helmet. The bar was down here. Looked like little giants. Probably the ground.
Deflected. Intercepted. Sieler. And tackled by Charbonnet. Another ricochet interception for the Miami defense.
One more tackle to break. Appreciate you, bro.
Just keep going, man. Great job, man. Great job, man.
I was about to house it, too. Hell yeah.
All right, we are here with Dolphins wide receiver Jalen Waddle, the Penguin. Jalen, what is your most embarrassing moment ever on a football field?
I had to say, in high school, we did a dummy cadence. That means, like, it's not even a play. Like, you don't even have a play. And I ran a deep route downfield, and the whole stadium just looking at me like, what are you doing? And I thought I was wide open, like, kind of mad I didn't even get the ball. So that was definitely the most embarrassing moment in football.
What'd you do after that? Did you go back to the huddle, sideline? Like, where'd you go?
I just went to the sideline. Like, at that point, you just got to get off the field.
I think back to my days at Northwestern. I remember we were running like a little crosser concept. We were playing Wisconsin at Wisconsin, and I'm coming on the crosser. I think I'm in the clear. I turn my eyes to the quarterback for a second, and the guy just literally put his arm out and clotheslined me. I did a flip, and I just remember like getting up and looking around and thinking like, oh, I hope nobody saw that. And of course, everybody saw that.
And the eye in the sky, right? The film.
Yeah, so we got back to the meeting room and we're watching it, and I'm like doing a front flip while everybody's like running around and stuff. So I just remember that moment, and Wisconsin packs out the stadium. So I remember like just getting up, looking around, like wondering like, oh my God.
They started playing jump around you after that?
I felt like I got jumped around, so that was a big moment.
First year in Baltimore, I think I only played 3 games, 17 snaps that year. One of those snaps, it was Pouncey and Ramon Foster up in Pittsburgh. I was at Baltimore, and just standard, pass rush, whatever I thought, and they came to clean out the pocket. I think I ended up on like the left hash. I was outside the numbers on the right hash. It was so bad. So that was definitely a wake-up moment for me, and just kind of helped me figure out like, okay, some different things I need to learn now. So it was a good learning moment.
My junior year of high school is when I had lost my whole junior season because this too. So it was like our second game of the season. So I long snap, I'm running down, like I beat everyone down there. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm finna make this play, I'm finna boom him. Little dude, probably about
my size,
smaller than you, bro. Blindsided me, took me off my feet. I seen stars. So I went, hit the ground, came up. Like first thing on my mom, like, oh yeah, I'm finna go get him. I look at my wrist, I had broke my wrist. And so they had took away my whole junior season. But that was probably one of the most embarrassing moments for me in football, for real.
So my most embarrassing moment on a football field takes us back to Kennewick Grid Kids in Washington State. There's actually plenty of choices here, but we'll go with one. I'll never forget this one. I'm on the front line for the hands team for an onside kick, and I successfully field the football, but I tried to make a play. Just go down. Should have gone down there. The biggest kid in the entire league is coming right downhill at me, so I cut it back into the field, right into a blindside hit from a kid that would actually go on to play Major League Baseball. That's a true story. Now, the best perspective of this comes from my non-football playing friend who was at the game, sitting behind the 4-row tall bleachers watching, I guess, the back of the bleachers, but he said all that he heard was something that sounded like a car crash, and all he saw was the football fly up over the top of the bleachers and back down. They recover, they win the game, we go home as losers. I learned that day 2 things. Number 1, keep your head on a swivel, and number 2, getting the snot knocked out of you is actually a literal term. That will do it for us here on this episode of Dolphins HQ from the Baptist Hill Studios. Don't forget to check out the Drive Time podcast hosted by yours truly, available 5 days per week wherever you get your podcast from. Dolphins HQ will be back next week ahead of the divisional matchup with the Patriots in week number 5. Enjoy an exciting weekend of football, and we'll see you soon.